Welcome, my name is Suzanne Perezzini, and today I'm going to talk to you about constipation. Those of us with irritable bowel syndrome, we either have constipation or diarrhea, or we swing between the two. Now there's a few tips that we can sort of use in order to control our constipation. The most important one, of course, is fluid intake. We have to make sure we drink enough fluid so that we keep the stools soft, because constipation is caused either by not enough fluid or by the material moving too fast through the bowel, or there could also be some motility problems and inflammation. Anyway, so lots of water, and just remember that caffeine and alcohol are actually dehydrating, so if you're going to be drinking coffee or a glass of wine, you need more water afterwards to counteract that. The second tip is magnesium tablets. Now most of us are actually short of magnesium in our bodies, and now what I do though with a tablet is I break it in half. I find that a full tablet is a bit much for me and it can sort of send me running to the toilet, which is not so pleasant. So I break them in half and I have a half each day, and that keeps things moving along nicely. The next tip is concerning exercise. Just make sure that you get plenty of exercise, and that's not just by going to the gym or having your daily walk. It's about moving throughout the day as well. Certainly that 30 minutes or an hour of exercise that's specifically for exercise is excellent. But if you have a sedentary job working at a desk, I'd certainly recommend that every now and then you get up and you go for a walk around the office, or you just swing your arms around. That the body loves to have big movements. That's what it's made to perform. The very small, tiny movements that we make when we're working at a computer are not what the body likes at all. So you've got to counteract those regularly through the day. And all that exercise helps the system to move the material through it and to prevent constipation. Now the fourth tip is about fibre. Now fibre is a double-edged sword for those of us with irritable bowel syndrome, because too much fibre definitely irritates the bowel and causes us problems, and yet we need fibre in order to form good-sized stools and a good consistency of them. So just during the day, perhaps for a snack, instead of something starchy, cut up some vegetables, some bell peppers, zucchini, carrots, and eat those instead. You could eat them perhaps by dipping them in some tahini, although on the low FODMAP diet you're only allowed 1 tablespoon of that at a time. Perhaps some peanut butter, cottage cheese, something like that, just to sort of make it a little bit more interesting. And of course, as I just mentioned, the low FODMAP diet, really important if you've got irritable bowel syndrome to be on the low FODMAP diet to reduce those FODMAPs, and that will eliminate your symptoms, or at least it does in 75% of people with irritable bowel syndrome. Alright, that's my tips for today. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.